All right, everybody. We are interactive friction. We are dying in the water right now.
I am purposely drowning Jason.
I mean, he could probably use a good drowning in our defense.
You know, a good drowning really toughens a man up.
As you
sure.
know, I am Brandon Lee Carey. Joining me is Olympic diver extraordinaire Samuel Callahan.
That's right. I also cowboy astronaut.
Why are we climbing up? Or this is the right? Is this the right way? Oh, yes, it is.
No, it's the way to the loading screen. That's always the right way.
Oh, way of the loading screen. We already have a title for this episode. It just started.
I'm just that good, man.
The way of the loading screen.
That's the name of my new martial arts film. The way of the loading screen.
That's my new band name.
Yeah.
In the event I ever actually get a musical instruments, talent, and a band.
I mean, I'm still going with video grenades. It's probably one of my favorite band names, recent memory.
Video grenades.
That's why I called the podcast episode that.
I remember.
Whoops, missed.
Well, I mean, I think you are probably the best equipped to be a practitioner of the power of video.
It's true. I am a master video producer, as you can tell by the superb quality of
Can you
these.
shoot video out of your hands?
Oh man, if only I could shoot video.
It's funny because we're not talking about Far Cry 3 at all.
Aren't we though? It's all just, everything's Far Cry 3 in the end. Well, that's a simple way to deal with that.
It's a Far Cry from our typical topics.
God, I'm just gonna go drown myself now. I'm just gonna go jump off this ledge. I don't know why I'm using the M5. I guess I'm bored. I just want something new. Alright, so what happened in the last cutscene? I was too busy making fun of the guy's name to give a shit.
History lesson, and this is the place where the dagger's located.
Okay. Basically, he could have summed up his entire lesson as, yo, the dagger's here. Alright, thanks. Thank you for...
And for reals this time, the dagger is in this particular hellhole.
Which I think is the fourth tomb that we've gone to?
Well, no,
Well,
it's the
tomb, but
third.
fourth. Oh,
we
third.
got the first compass piece from the ship.
And then we got
Then
another
this
piece.
is the third of 3 tombs.
Okay. Probably go down this. Seems important. Hey, you guy! Again, I'm fucking playing Dying Light, so I just wanted to kick that guy off the ledge and I realized there's no kick button in this game.
There really should have been a move where you could just like dive off. Wait, is there not a zipline takedown in this game?
I don't remember if you have to unlock it or if you have to hit A at the end, but I didn't do either. So, it's possible you just have to tap A when you get to the end. I could have sworn it did it automatically, but since I played 4, it's hard to tell what does what, because in 4 you can do that.
It may be a death from above.
Yeah, so you probably just have to jump, which would just press A and then you'll fly yourself off.
I mean, it's not like Assassin's Creed would literally give you like an press A to assassinate prompt at that, if that was the case.
Oh, if only though. How much easier would this game be? What? Man, they're good. They have a really good throwing arm. This guy should be in the NFL. Shit.
Maybe he's using deflated grenades.
Relevant!
Relevant and topical.
It's just so much relevance in that. I can't handle it. And then people are gonna watch this like 10 years later and be like, the fuck are they talking about? You remember that one time in the Super Bowl where, I don't know, fucking football happened? And there goes my half my health.
Inflation gate, I believe they call it. Or no, deflate gate.
Why is everything ending gate? Like,
Well,
what
you know,
about...
in the 70s, there was the
I know
Watergate.
Watergate, but like, could you come up with a better one than just gate? Like, I fucking remember Bengate for the iPhone 6. Oh god, it's the worst.
Bend gate.
Everything ending in gate is the worst.
This is a new controversy about using gate at the end of all these controversies. We're going to call it gate.
I mean, you can search on Twitter. That's already a thing. I
course
was making a joke with a friend of mine about.
course
He
it
was
is.
like, "I can't wait for Gate," and I was like, "Fuck that! Let's just go to Gate."
Fuck, of course it is. Of
Yeah.
course it is.
Yeah, because people on Twitter are just about as smart as I am when it comes to humor. Just fix that broken hand there by
Notice
just.
how humor nowadays isn't really like jokes. It's remember that funny thing that happened that one time? That was
Yeah.
a funny thing.
I mean, that's a lot of internet humor in a nutshell. It's just referential stuff. Or what I might call Family Guy humor, which I have grown a huge distaste for. It's
Yeah,
just, remember that
so
time.
have I.
Remember
Seth
original
MacFarlane
jokes.
was once funny.
Huh?
Seth MacFarlane was once funny.
Yeah, at a time. What was the time in the galaxy far,
He
far
stopped
away?
being funny,
It's 'cause-
and it wasn't funny anymore.
yeah, I remember I was talking to a coworker of mine about like how early Family Guy actually had like less referential stuff and more original jokes, and eventually just devolved into pop culture humor. Which, you know, the problem with that is that if you don't keep up with pop culture, then it's not funny.
Yeah.
You know, keep up with
I
that.
say that as someone who is that is my primary source of humor.
What?
So I
Pop
have no
culture or
room
Family
to
Guy?
talk. Pop culture humor.
Yeah,
I don't watch Family Guy.
yeah. I stopped after like season 2 or 3. I don't know.
I've only watched like episodes on a rare occasion. I never really acquainted myself with the show too heavily.
You're not missing much.
I didn't think I was.
Yeah. I'm getting pretty good at sniping with this analog stick, considering I usually play on a PC.
Oh, you're playing with a controller. That's
Yeah.
cool.
I would play with a keyboard, but considering the microphone is right in front of me, it's a bit of an issue.
Click, 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 click.
Well, it's more the microphone in my way, but yes, I have a mechanical keyboard, so you would just hear tons of tapping. Anyway, Far Cry.
Yeah. Well, I mean, this is just the combat section, so
It's not the story
What-
section.
for our opinions on the combat, go to the first episode and rewatch that. So it's
If
the
you'd like to
exact
hear
same
our-
comments, it'll be the exact same fucking commentary. I swear to Christ.
If you like our opinions on the combat later in the game, go back to episode 1. If you didn't understand our opinions on the combat, rewind to the beginning of episode 1. Or episode 2, I don't remember which one it was. Probably
We have
both.
spent 7 minutes on the episode, and we haven't actually talked too much about this actual mission.
So, fucking, I'm getting a dagger from some asshole, like, I don't know. You said it yourself, it's filler missions,
Yeah.
and I can't...
Yeah, I
filler
mean,
missions
this
and
is
I'm not good
pretty.
at filler
This is pretty
dialogue.
much the exact same thing as the first two Tomb missions that we just went through.
I mean, it doesn't help that, like, I would make a great Let's Player because I'm just not good at small talk.
You know, if this might actually not have been a bad idea if they'd like done these three, they split them up like across the game.
Yeah.
This would be like a side plot, or like
Yeah,
a
if
side
it was just
quest,
like...
or
yeah,
a side
just-
quest.
well, like, you know, fucking... the way the Tomb Raider did it was when you got to a new area, it's like, hey, there's this tomb you can go into, there's like a contained story within the tomb.
Then you open the chest of an ancient tomb and get a machine gun part.
Yeah. Love machine gun parts in ancient chests. Okay, this way. Yeah, as I said, I think the problem with these missions is that, like, I'm not very good at small talk, which is why I stopped trying to do Let's Plays by myself.
Yeah, I understand.
So.
You need someone. I need someone to play off of myself.
So I was kind of sitting here like, oh, there's some fucking looting chests, and just shooting the gun, and... Yep. I need something to talk about and climbing... God damn it! I'm bad at climbing vines, too. It's very pretty. Give it that.
Yeah,
Alright, is this it?
it looks like a rope.
Reach the tomb entrance. The
Almost.
knife must be inside. Okay. Maybe I'll use this compass thing. Oh, that's real close up.
I bet no one's seen this for hundreds of years.
I'm surprised it didn't have a mini
Except
game.
those pirates I just killed like 5 seconds ago.
They saw it, but they don't count.
They're not pirates. Are not
Sorry.
people.
Yeah, come on. Oh, rattlesnake. What? You hear that? Oh wait, you wouldn't hear
No.
that. You have no audio.
I have the stream muted, so no, I don't hear it.
It's like a rattlesnake sound. Oh, it's a Komodo dragon. Oh, he's dead. Again, what does the Komodo dragon eat? I don't fucking know.
What's he doing in this sealed chamber that has not been opened for hundreds of years?
Like, how would they be alive? How are they producing enough food to reproduce in this contained... Like, this is the whole tomb. This. What do they eat? Did they just, like, 10 seconds ago finish off this skeleton? Was that what they ate? Like, they were like, yep, we're done. We're gonna die in, like,
and
20
it's
minutes. unless someone
festering,
comes down."
no doubt, decaying flesh.
It's fucking, I don't... Games.
And if they got here through some other tunnel, then how come we didn't go through that same tunnel?
Oh man, this guy's dead as shit.
There you are.
Oh, of course it started a trap, because ancient civilizations knew how to build really complex traps based on pressure plates.
Yeah, I mean, that's a trope as old as Indiana Jones, so you kind of just have to go with it if you're going to reference Indiana Jones.
You know, I'll be honest,
Like these missions do.
I kind of didn't want to do that quick time event, but unlike Tomb Raider, there's no actual like death scenes. You would just kind of go, you died.
Yeah.
Which, man, those fucking death scenes in Tomb Raider, they kind of went the other direction with that, and a little too far with them.
The problem with Tomb Raider's death scenes is that they took like 2 seconds too long. Not in that it's that because you like hang there after she dies.
Yeah.
Get a second to really take in the fact that she died a very gruesome death just now.
If anything, it might have arguably be like the most interesting part of the game. Because I remember when it first came out and everybody was talking about it, and it's just like the idea that like, yo, you're just killing all these pirates and it's whatever. But it's like when you get your neck impaled. And the one time we have the knife, he's not here. Yep. But I just found it like really funny that, you know, when you got like your neck impaled in Tomb Raider like down the river and it just kind of sits there.
Oh man!
And the way it just kind of hangs, and I'm like, I am getting deeply uncomfortable looking at this. Like it was kind of like a Spec Ops moment of like, I am very uncomfortable that I'm watching right now.
It's like when you kill an enemy, they probably have those same death animations. It's just that you can just pop one off and then you're running away. You walk away. It's not a big
you don't like focus on it.
But when she dies, you take a long time. Like, and that separates like from The Last of Us, where just before the ultimate like part where you die, they would just fade to black.
Yep.
Just transition to black, not really fade.
Yeah. What was it called? Last of Us had a really great death setup as far as like the stinger sound and all that.
You had just enough to know that you died a gruesome death, but not enough to actually like revel in the fact that you died a gruesome death.
Yeah. The Tomb Raider was just.
But that's both good and bad on Tomb Raider's part.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's just I don't think it was the game to
and it's so much better than this game.
Yeah. I think with Tomb Raider, it was weird because it's like, why of all the games out there is Tomb Raider doing this? I don't know.
You know, because it's a girl.
I don't think that'd be a reason to give her gruesome death sequences. Like, I just don't know. It's like, why out of like, you know, it's like a schlocky action game, but it's like, it just has these really oddly graphic death scenes. I just never figured out like the connection between them.
Yeah, that's a good question.
I don't know if that was just like a design oversight.
You may want to ask Brianna Pratchett or someone on the design team about that. That's a good question to ask.
I want to say someone did ask her, and I read what the answer was, but I don't remember what it was. My guess is just a design oversight. Like somebody made it and they went, all right, and then didn't really consider what the implication of that was. Or
maybe they kind of wanted you to feel weak, or like not weak, but like the island was out to get you.
I guess. I don't know. Maybe it is worth that.
Oh man, I hated figuring out how to get into that cave because there's like.
Wait, it's a cave? It looks like no, it's off a road.
Or like like.
God, I'm playing so much Dying Light.
Like it's way too like away. It's close enough that you want to fast travel there, but not so close that it's not a pain in the ass.
Well, the problem is that it looks like you would fast travel right next to it, but it turns out it's actually up elevation, which the map doesn't tell you that.
Yeah.
Let's take this.
And my God, it's those little things that.
Little things
that can be really annoying.
Now I'm thinking about Good Charlotte. Is this right?
But you could just have his house like right in the town. Nope.
No, he's got to live in this fucking shack with this busted down car. It looks like all the other.
At the very least, there'll be some catharsis in this section of the game. 'Cause I remember this pretty clearly.
We're done. Woo!
Now remember, we need to give Buck the knife so that he'll give us Keith, but we also agreed to give this knife to Citra.
Keith first.
You're probably wondering, how will that get resolved? Trust me, it will.
How will you do it with your murderous intent?
I mean, if you've been paying attention, you've probably already guessed, but. We'll see in a second.
There's Keith. He's all like, I'm not a major character. Like,
yeah,
I don't remember a fucking thing about Keith.
That's because he doesn't really talk.
And he's your other brother?
No, he's not related to you. He's just a
Oh,
friend.
god damn it. I'm so
You have two
confused.
brothers, Brandon and Riley.
Riley's the other one, right? They all look the same to me.
Jesus Christ, dude.
Dude, like, my bad memory combined with this game's horrifically bad characters.
Lack of character.
Yeah. It's funny, because I read a review for Dying Light where, the guy said
Yep.
that the characters in that game were non-characters, and if you want to talk about non-fucking characters, just people who are only stereotypes and archetypes, it's these people. Also, why is he not wearing pants? Why is he half naked?
Because it's implied that he raped your friend.
Oh, I didn't know that. But now I know that. Hey,
And
I'm
yeah,
doing a quick time event.
and look at this disco boss fight.
Why?
I don't know. Like
what
in
about-
actuality, what would be happening right now is that you just pull out your pistol and pop a cap in his ass.
Like, it's you know, if you want to talk about it from a design standpoint, it's like, what about the look of this scene makes it more powerful than if just putting it inside the house?
Yeah.
Like, if you put it in maybe like a pitch black sort of era, you can apply the idea that Jason is only concentrating on his enemy and just trying
So,
to get
yeah,
the player to concentrate on them. But why,
They
like,
resolve
the
that you need a
disco lights?
knife, but they resolve you need a knife by having Buck be a backstabbing time motherfucking son of a bitch, which you kind of figured out in the first time you met him.
God. Just
Oh, man,
design decisions all
And
over this game.
ending this pointless waste of everyone's time.
And
goodbye,
we got another Alice
Dan.
quote.
So yeah,
I like
Bambi's
the walrus
dad's
best,
dead.
Alice, because you see, he was a little sorry for the poor oysters.
See,
He ate
well now
more than the carpenter does, said Tweedledee.
Bambi's mom died a while back, and now Bambi's dead.
Yep, it's Bambi 2. Bambi died.
Yeah. So they
Hey.
actually did make a sequel to Bambi.
Yep, they made a Cinderella 2, a Bambi 2, Beauty and the Beast
Made a
2.
Cinderella 3.
It's true. It's kind of funny because as a kid you're like, oh, these movies are like untouchable. How would you ever do anything? It's like, no, they sequelized the shit out of them. You just didn't know about it. That was just past our time.
Yeah.
I think they made a Fox and the Hound too, which is really bizarre when you think about it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
See, and he's about to tell you that they killed Riley.
Oh, I don't remember that at all.
Which means we have all our friends now.
Alright, well, we got everybody. We're already down here. It looks like the boat's doing alright.
Remember-
Time to go, everybody.
Our original objective was to save all of our friends. We're done.
So is this the part where we throw Oliver into the fuel basin so we can use him to get out of here? We just use his body for
no,
fuel?
no. What you do is you throw him into the cargo bay, and you use the fumes from his incessant huffing of marijuana
You just use all the smoke to power it.
to power the steam engine.
Oh, stoners are fucking idiots.
You need to process this. Why don't you stay here? I can help.
See, and this.
That leaves us all like, hey, I'm the sensible character.
What are you talking about?
And Jason's
You
all
need-
like, oh, the plot, though.
Jason, your brother's dead. You're stressing out. You should probably take a moment to relax. My brother is dead.
Like, it's not like that interaction was necessarily terrible, but, like, ideally he would walk out here and then you'd have maybe a quiet scene of him sitting on the cliffside, just staring over the sunset, but instead it's like, no, I gotta go fucking kill everybody, because that's my
You
first
immediately go
gut
right
reaction.
to Citrus fucking Temple.
Yeah. Like, how... Do you think it would have been better if he had a scene where he's just kind of, like, sitting in, like, this cabana right here, just kind of, like, arms over the
Yeah.
edge, and just kind of thinking about what he's done thus far, and have, like, a nice halfway point where he discusses what he's done and what
There
he
should be
thinks
like
about
a
it.
whole like scene with him talking to Lisa, like at least a 5-minute scene.
Like, I could build a scene right there, sitting in the cabana, thinking about what he's done. Lisa comes up and says, hey, you're doing alright, and he's not mad anymore because he had a moment to de-stress for a second, and they start to talk about what he's done. She's like, you could just go, and he was like... And then they can come up with whatever fucking reason for him to continue, instead of just, I don't fucking know, I'm gonna go see Citra because that's what the plot tells me to do.
Because right now the plot is done.
Yeah.
We
Game's
have
done.
completed our main objective, and we should be on our way off this island.
I can't believe I came with a better
But
cutscene
Jason,
than Far Cry
in
3.
a murderous rampage, decides that he wants to go kill the people who killed his brother. I suppose I can understand on some level. But if but he's literally choosing just say, throw caution to the wind, and just go on a murderous killing spree because I don't know, I got nothing better to do with my time.
Oh, this.
So
I want somebody to make a hypercut of me just saying this fucking game over and over.
I believe we're off to Citra's temple right now,
Yeah, it says bling to next.
so that we can enlist her help to make us an even greater warrior.
Yep. What's our time?
And even we're 20 minutes, 20 and a half.
So we'll do this.
Let's see.
Yeah, we'll
Yes.
do whatever Citra says, and then we'll get to the cutscene with her, and then see what she has to say. Anyway,
Yeah, because we should be calling it soonish.
this fucking game. I feel like by the end of this, I'm just gonna write my own goddamn script for Far Cry 3 and be like, fuck it, this is what it has to be. Someone get a voice actor, I'll script it myself.
I did that for Mass Effect 3. I wrote 2 articles that were just my way of repairing that damaged plot.
Yeah, somebody, there was a great YouTube series called The Indoctrination Theory, which is like 2 hours long, that detailed different endings that could have happened. I legitimately would be interested in doing that for Far Cry 3, so I might...
Now remember, again, the plot should be done now. This is game over, but instead...
Technically, you didn't even need to bring the blade back!
Yeah. We could have had a trophy with us, a trophy
I
at the
forget,
end
what
as
is
well.
it? What is it that you want from Citra?
Leave us.
You want the power to be a warrior.
Which is unnecessary at this point.
Yes. He wanted the power to save his friend from Citra. Remember that.
Right, that's
That was
what
our
power saved your
our
friends.
original intention of coming here is
Which,
to,
if Riley
petition her to help us save our friends.
Which, if Riley wasn't dead, this would have made slightly more sense.
Yes.
But knowing that he is, there's no reason for him to be here.
Are you sure?
I mean, technically, he isn't dead, but Jason doesn't know that right now.
Yeah.
So Jason has no real reason to say because I want to kill Voss and Hoyt. There, he told you for me.
There was a locust one.
He wants to kill Voss and Hoyt.
The bank composed of smooth.
So we are basically here so that Citra will give us the power that we don't need anymore to do something that we don't need to do.
God damn it.
Devouring any who came.
And then she gives all the backstory about warriors and demons.
And
shit.
do they don't ever explain how those oh wait, she has that magic powder that does weird things to decave paintings.
Yeah, it's like Crayolas or
The
something.
powder of do whatever Citra needs the powder to do.
It's like those light bright things where you had those little board, you could stick the little light pegs in there and make pictures.
Yeah.
And then you just make dicks with it.
I never did that part, but
Not every kid that age did that.
no.
Should we pay attention to this? Because I don't remember this story at all.
Something
Something about he became a powerful warrior.
we're going to have a psycho trip where we redo this, so it doesn't matter. You'll learn the hard way how it happened because she's going to repeat this as we have our psycho trip that gives us our 3rd level to tattoo.
The tattoo?
Oh, I'm sorry, the tattoo. The tattoo.
The tattoo!
That gives you the magic power.
I don't even know what that... It's like 80s G.I. Joe villain.
On the other
tattoo.
hand, we will get heavy takedown as an unlockable skill after this.
Oh, that's the first thing we're going for. If
I
there
will
was
see
one-
you again soon, warrior.
If there was one that gave you like 12 bars of health and one that gave you heavy takedown's still more important.
It really is. It saves you so much
It
more
fucking
time.
changes the way you go
It's such a
about enemy
fucking time
interactions.
saver.
It's like, oh, I could just spend time throwing C4 at this guy or shooting 100 bullets, or I could just sneak behind him and just stab him.
Yeah. And
Again, just to
we
play
should really
devil's
be wrapping up
advocate.
really soon because we're
Yeah.
we're almost 25 minutes in.
Yeah, I should have stopped there. Playing games, I just move on my own. Anyway, we're gonna find out what happens with this convoy in the next episode. Bye,
Goodbye,
everybody.
guys.